Oh, everybody, welcome back. We're gonna get... Oh, here we go. We're in here. We're just gonna jump right into the battle. Sorry, I forgot to start the recording in the selection process. I am against Chaos here. I'm the strategy professor also, and we're gonna be playing the vampire counts again today. I've been trying out with vampires. I think they are a good faction against Empire. I'm practicing with them. I had a really good chance to beat Empire earlier today, but I misclicked and cast the wrong spell instead and lost. But I think they're exceptionally good against Empire. The reason is they can counter their air game, so you just get a Terrorgeist, a couple of bats, and then with your Gaze of Nagash, you knock out their Light Wizard. Here, okay. This should be good, so... But we're against Chaos here, so I'm going to try something else out. Alright, so I just put these guys on the normal line here. Just running a couple of Banshees. White King. What is that? Oh, that was, Okay, gotcha. Something weird going on with my headset there. Okay. We can make these part of just my normal crew also. I want these to be their own hotkeys so that I can stay out of the, any sort of anti-large units that they have. And this guy needs to be his own deal. He needs to stay out of combat. He's just basically regeneration on a stick. I just made him as cheap as possible, so he's only like 280 gold. If he stays alive, he just regenerates everything a ton. So it's really good for huge melee balls. But let's go ahead and just put everything in here, just so he can't really see what I have as easily. Right off the bat. This guy in here too. Guys in there. There a little bit more. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Doesn't have a Flying Lord. He's got that guy who's really hard to snipe out. Not have a wizard. Okay, so he has no wizards. What are these? Chosen. Okay, so he's got all just normal chosen with chaos chariots. Okay. So I want to save my magic for regeneration then. These Aaron Race should do very well against this. These guys are pretty good against chosen also. So it's just going to be just attrition, just wear them out. I think we can do that. Just stand there. We just have to contain these chariots, though. So I want charges on the chariots. Are these gourd? Those are just normal chariots, okay. Oh, he only has one chariot, and that's just horsemen. Sure, kind of whatever. Now, he is running in first with his dude. Okay, they're running away. That's fine. Now, do I want to fight him in this large area? I don't think he counts as large, but I would like a hill bonus on him, so if they're willing to come to me, I'm willing to do that. I'm going to save this until after I cast a spell. Let him run all the way over to me if he wants to. We can put the whites into the, or the banshees into these guys. Since they get close, it's fine. We're just going to cycle charges with Manfred over and over again on him. These... Oh, those are knights. Oops. But those were, Wait, how is he casting magic? Where's that coming from? Oh, it's this guy. He got the upgraded thing with him. I mean, that's fine. They regenerate. Bring them back in here. Okay, so I do need to keep an eye on those lances. Okay, so those are basically chariots. I want to save the zombies for the charges. Go ahead and just get these guys in there. Well, let me wait till they get on this hill. We'll put some zombies over here. Zombies over here. Everyone can form up right here. On formation. And go. And these guys go. Alright. Yeah, let's just make everybody faster. This guy in there, he should be in this group. I don't know why he's not. Now, put those guys in there. I don't want to get flanked. I need to get in there. Okay, get on that. Zombies just need to soak up that flank. Alright, go ahead and pop one of these. It's fine. I want to just charge in the back of their chosen. Also, they're just hunting these down. Let's see if we can actually wrap around here to get to the other side of these. Charge into the back there. Now, he can't be in combat. Now, these guys are gonna lose this. That's fine. Whoa, whoa, hold on. Right here. They must have gotten charged in the back or something. I don't really know what happened over there. Alright, he needs to get out. They must be focus firing him. He's on those, it's fine. That's all good. Okay, so he's just chilling here. I'm cool with that. Alright, cycle charges. Come on, cycle charge. On him over here. What is this? That's a white king, I think. Can't see him. No, it's just a normal guy fighting. Actually, his dude's getting kind of low. Get down on him. Charge on him. Rotate on him. If we can get him, pick him off here. Pick him off, pick him off. Let's call that the old bait and switch. Alright, so that's fine. He'll probably rally back, I don't know. Put this in here though. I wish it would tell you how much like your little dude regenerates, helps you regenerate, I don't know. Oh, he's coming back for seconds. Stay dead, sir. Get him. I don't think that lightning spell is worth taking at all, just for the record. It's cool, but I just don't think it does any damage. Oh my god, how is he not dead? I don't want to use magic on him. Flank around the edge. Who's dying? Okay, she needs to heal. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this. Alright, don't need to chase that. Let's get back over here. I need to put them on hold position. I think they're all dead, right? I don't even know what's going on right now. Okay, yeah. Close victory, are you kidding me? Like, I felt like I shattered him that time. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, maybe because his guys don't have a lot of damage, but that terror definitely caused them all to run. Those aren't super expensive, but they're very good in a fight. They're kind of like your Black Orc style units. So they are probably the best infantry in the game. They are extremely good, but oh, he just didn't have an answer for Manfred. Honestly, it's hard to have an answer for Manfred. I mean, he kept this guy in there, and he was trying to fight like my Banshee and all this other stuff. And yes, this guy is tanky, but you know, when he's at half health, I wasn't even going to cast the Gaze in the Gash, but I was just like, well, he's half health and he's right there, so I'm just going to headshot him with his Gaze in the Gash, right? I probably could have won it anyways with just regeneration magic, even if I didn't Gaze. Yeah, this guy just generated a lot. I mean, the only thing that they really hurt was the zombies, right? Like this Graveguard's a little dinged up. Up with these Graveguard are, but it's basically just the zombies. Everything else is just regenerating like out of control. As long as you can keep them out of your back with the zombies, like this guy's kills are like all zombies. I put zombies on him pretty much. A lot of these units that got a ton of kills, these are zombies. So it didn't really kill any Wraiths, barely kill any Graveguard. It just held them still. Now these did very well because they deal very heavy armor piercing damage. they were in there doing some nice work on some of those Chosen. Manfred, of course, does excellent work on Chosen. You guys did okay. He's kind of underperforming, but whatever. They're just there to tank. Because all I have to do is tank, control those guys with Manfred, just cause some psychological effects, cause some terror. I don't think they're immune to psychology. Are they? Let me go see quickly. I am skeptical. Those were normal Chosen. No, they are not. Terror does affect them, so they will run away. They have decent leadership. I mean, they're good. They have really heavy melee defense. They are very hard to cut through. Very good weapon strength. Yeah, I mean, they probably are best infantry in the game. Silver shields, 120. Problem is, they're just very expensive and they're very slow. So you can't do a lot with them. Like, you can throw them on a line and just, like, soak some, you know, damage like they were doing, but he didn't have enough to follow up. Like, if he would have taken out a couple of Chosen and put in some more, like, cavalry, like, put in either some more knights or chariots. Wow, the chariots are less than the knights. He would have put in some more chariots, or maybe, like, some dragon ogres or something, or some trolls even. That would have been good. He just needed something else to flank with, I think. He just didn't quite have enough power. And you really just can't sit there on the line against Vampire Counts, or it's very hard to do that because of the regeneration magic and the fact that they have Cairn Race that are going to be terroring your units, right? And Graveguard, which are also pretty good and pound for pound very cheap and efficient at what they do. So I would have preferred, you know, these actually are immune to psychology, which is very important against Vampire Counts. So I would just run a bunch of these, honestly. They're cheap, they're very powerful. There's 80 of them in a stack, which is very important. So these Chosen, there's 80 in a stack. They have 8640 health. These only have 6400, but they're almost half the cost. They don't have as much piercing, but they do have high weapon strength, and they have very high melee attack. It's 34, but don't forget they have Frenzy also. Gives them an extra 8, so that's 40 melee attack. So these things are very, very good against the undead, I think. They have high leadership. You guys have the same amount, basically. Now, they don't have as much armor or shields, but trust me, Forsaken, I see very few people use these, and I think they're just extremely powerful. Very, very powerful. So do check that out. I mean, if I see Vampire Counts, I might try out some Chaos. I do like Chaos. Chaos just doesn't have an answer to the air game. Like, the air game is really what imbalances a lot of this game, is because there just aren't enough things to deal with the air. Like, if there was a way to trap them, or a spell that you could cast on them that would, like, bring them to the ground for a certain amount of time or something, like, it would be good. But when you're facing Bretonnia or Empire in particular, you can't really, like, it's so hard to deal with because you're only anti-airs. You could get a Flying Lord, they're going to pick you off, or you can even know, like, get the axe throwing things, these, which are just not very good. You just don't have an answer to the air game, really. So I don't think you can pick Chaos into Bretonnia or Empire. Now, I still think they're viable against Greenskins, Vampire Counts, Beastmen, anything that doesn't have a huge air force, but Bretonnia and Empire are just a no-no. They just have too much of an air game. All of their lords can get mounts, like flying mounts. But they just need something that can deal with air, like, in this game a lot more. That's really one of the only, in my mind, kind of anti-fun things. I mean, I know I use air lords, I just used one in that battle. But that doesn't mean that I have to like it or think that it's balanced, right? I mean, I think running one flying lord is not imbalanced to the point of exploitation. But, you know, if I was, I don't know, I think running 3 is not necessarily exploitation. It's just, it does have counters, but there's just some factions like Chaos that just have a really, and Greenskins have a really, really hard time of countering air units. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely think that the Vampire Counts can be very strong. I think, in particular, they can be good against Empire. Using a build that, I don't know if I've shown on this channel yet. Let me just pull it up here really quickly. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think I lost the one Empire game that I played, and I can't remember if I played another one or not. And I only lost it because I missed microed. I cast the overcasted into Heck instead of Gaze of Nagash. I had a snipe shot. Their lord was at half health, and it would have 100% killed him. Gaze of Nagash. While he was trying to run out of a fight. Somehow he was able to run even though he was poisoned. But anyways. So, this is the build. So I like it because you have Terrorgeist, 2 bats, and Manfred. And I think you can beat up their air game with it. So what you do is snipe out their wizard, first of all. Shoot him. A lot of times it doesn't kill him straight up, but it'll do enough damage to make him run. So you snipe out their wizard, wait for them to engage you in air combat. The Terrorgeist combined with the healing power of Manfred, and if you put the Necromancer underneath him, that will heal also. This thing heals, and the bats just kind of distract. And you just do that, you surround them, you pick off their lords first. Because they're just going to be a lot easier to kill, their hero first, because he's going to be a lot easier to kill. I guess you could focus out the lord, honestly. Then when he tries to run away, snipe him out with a Gaze of Nagash. That's probably the best plan, actually. So yeah, I think that's pretty powerful. And then you have the Carrion Race to cause terror. Got the so you can put these into something like Demigryphs if they have those. You have the Crypt Horrors to also tear into their front line a little bit. Crypt Horrors do a lot of damage, so if they have things like Great Swords or Swordsmen, Crypt Horrors do excellent against that. They also regenerate, so they have some pretty good staying power. Now they're not good into halberds, so I think I'm kind of on the fence about Crypt Horrors. Half the time I just want to go for more Cairn Wraiths instead, but these are really weak in the flanks and they don't regenerate, so I think just a couple of them for the terror utility is really good. I think maybe one more Banshee would be nice because she can move around really quickly. She has a decent health pool. Actually, these have more. I don't know, Jerry's out, but she has a much higher melee attack. So she's actually going to hit a lot. The problem with these is they don't hit a lot, but when they do hit, they do a lot of damage because it's magic damage. I don't know. She also has 2 potions, so she really has about 4,600 health. But she does cost more. But this is a good build. I think that's a good counter to the air game. I had that used against me in an Empire match. I did win, but only because the guy mismicroed heavily that game, like a lot, in order for me to win that. But I think that's a very strong strategy. So thank you very much. It's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will be playing some more vampire counts. I will also play some more dwarves. But I'm going to keep playing a lot of greenskins and Empire as well. So I hope you're cool with that. I'm going to try to diversify it, but I also want to get my ranking up a little bit. How are we looking here? I've gone about 50-50 with the dwarves. I was negative. And then vampire counts, I think I've gone about 50-50. You say it's tough to remember. Yeah, I've got about 50-50 with the vampire counts. I may have even won one extra one with vampire counts. I might have been 2-1. No, I know I lost at least 2. I think I went 50-50 with them. I can't remember at this point, but I'll post them all up. It'll be a lot of fun. There's a couple where I got stomped with vampire counts that I'm not going to post up while I was kind of learning. Like, for instance, against Bretonia, I learned never field Crypt Horrors and don't get Manfred caught by a bunch of pole arms. But I think most of them are pretty solid games, so I'll post them up. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please check out the rest of the content on the channel. We have a ton of legendary campaigns that are all pure campaigns, which means we don't abuse auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate lords on the campaign map, we don't do any other shenanigans or tomfoolery that give us unfair advantage. We also have lots of multiplayer games, and if you like a bunch of content on the channel, you know, consider leaving a comment, leaving some likes. I respond to comments in 24 hours usually. I love starting up you know, lively conversations with people. I think that I learn a lot, and I like hearing your ideas and trying to implement them into my own gameplay. That's a ton of fun. And if you watch a lot of content on the channel, you know, you watch 5-10 videos, something like that, consider subscribing at that point, you know? If you're really enjoying it and you want to be a member of the community, go ahead and subscribe. It helps other people find the channel. Like, that's the big draw. Like, it does notify you whenever I post new videos, but, I mean, you can rest assured that I'm basically always posting new videos. I post a lot, but the most important aspect of that is helping other people find the channel, because YouTube at least part of their prioritization process involves how many subscribers does a channel have, so that if someone's looking for good in-depth multiplayer battles, they know they could come to me. There are other people that, you know, play multiplayer battles, but I think I give quite a good level of insight. I'm not always correct, but I think I always give people food for thought by explaining my thought process behind why I make certain decisions. So, thank you very much. That's going to be it. It's always a pleasure broadcasting for you. I hope you had a wonderful time. I certainly did. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.